Shout out to the nurses who have been on nights for more than a year, 5 years, 10 years. Congrats to you. But I can't do it long term. Hey y'all, it's your girl Caitlyn Monae back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. I talk all things career with me being a registered nurse. I talk lifestyle, travel, and recently entrepreneurship. So if that's your thing, you have come to the right place. Hello and welcome. Come on in, girl. Get your wine, get your water, get your snacks. We gonna talk a little bit today about my thoughts on day shift versus a night shift working as a nurse. Also, excuse me, I'm kind of like bundled up right now. I've been off work this entire week. Today is my last day being off. I go to work tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Today is Friday, December 6th. So yeah, this whole week, y'all, I think I had a sinus infection and it took your girl out this whole week. Okay, I've been drinking Theraflu. I got some right here. Let me show y'all I got this as a gift. I love elephants. So yeah, your girl has been sick, been drinking Theraflu, taking allergy medicine, got Vicks all over my nose and like my chest. So yeah, I've been going through it. I'm trying to get better. I'm not as congested as I was before, like earlier this week, but I still kind of have a little bit of a cough and a little bit of congestion, but I've been trying to get it out of me, y'all. Okay, first things first, I got my notebook to go over all the things regarding day shift versus night shift. So when I started working in the urgent care, my hours were a little bit all over the place. It was more like a day shift and mid shift. So I would do like 8 to 8s, 9 to 9s, 10 to 10s, 11 to 11. So like 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And then when I transitioned over to working in the NICU, I started on day shift actually. Like I was trained on day shift. So that was 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But I was originally hired for night shift, which is 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. They didn't have enough preceptors to precept anyone, really. It wasn't just me. Myself and another coworker of mine, we both started on days just because they didn't have enough nurses to train on nights. So started on day shift. They actually extended an offer to me to continue working on day shift, but I was like, no, like I want to see what night shift is like. Plus, like in my head, I was thinking of the shift differential and like all of that. So they let me transition over to nights once I finished my training, and yeah, I'm just happy to be back on day shift. Go right into it. So night shift, when I started on night shift, that was about, FYI, if y'all hear something in the back, that's my laundry going, my washing machine. It's so loud and I have the door closed, so if y'all hear that, excuse that. I was on night shift for a year working in the NICU, and I recently switched to day shift May, June of this year, 2024. Worked on nights for a year. I would say when I first started on nights, it was not bad at all. Like it was an adjustment, of course, but I had my energy drinks, was just kind of getting used to like the night shift duties working as a NICU nurse. The first few months weren't bad. It was an adjustment. I will say that coming from Dallas, like I live in Dallas near like more downtown Dallas, and I worked in Dallas Fort Worth. So y'all, the commute itself without traffic is already 30 minutes, like 30 minutes off rip. That's what it is. Now, when you're working nights, I had to leave my apartment, y'all, at 5:30 p.m. to make it to work by 6:30 to be able to clock in by 6:40 p.m. Okay, first off, that's taken out of my sleep. I am that nurse that will sleep until it's literally time for me to get up, okay? Like that's just how I am. I normally will shower the night before, I already have my lunch and stuff packed, and most times I don't even have my lunch packed. Like I end up maybe getting something to eat or like getting something from DoorDash or something like that. But for the most part, ideally, I will have my lunch packed, have all my things in order, and then just like literally get up, brush my teeth, wash my face, throw on my scrubs, grab my lunch, and head out the door. I had to be up. Actually, no, I had to be out the door by 5:30. So I was getting up probably like 4:45, 5 p.m. to be able to make it out and be leaving by 5:30. And if y'all know me, or the people that do know me knows that I hate driving, I hate traffic. Quick background story, I was in a terrible accident a few years ago. back in my hometown. I was hit by a drunk driver. So I think I honestly still have PTSD from that. And the Dallas traffic here, terrible. If you live out here, or if you live in Texas in general, like Dallas, Houston, like the bigger cities, you already know. So traffic, terrible. It was always something. It was always an accident. It was traffic going to work and traffic getting off of work. So just imagine doing a 12-hour shift. And I did this for a year. Shout out to the nurses who have been on nights for more than a year, 5 years, 10 years. Congrats to you. But I can't do it long term. I can't do it long term. It was getting to a point where I didn't even care about the shift differential, because at the end of the day, our mental health comes first. Our physical well-being comes first, mental, spiritual, like all of that comes first before any job. Just remember that. If you are a new aspiring nurse, most times they will try to start you off like as a new grad nurse on night shift. Do that. But if you like it, cool, do it. But if you have the opportunity to switch to nights, or I'm sorry, switch to day shift, consider it. Consider that as an option, because day shift is just normal. Like you feel normal. You feel like a regular human being, a little bit more mental clarity than you do on nights. So outside of the traffic, that was the main con for me. But as far as the pros, I will say that I did like not having management there. Of course, the shift differential. We had a great team on nights as well, as far as like our team lead nurse and just like other coworkers. It was like fun to work with. And let me see, what else do I got on my notes here? I think that was honestly it. But yes, as far as like staying hydrated and like some tips to get you through night shift, I would say to always have your water on deck. It's vital. Like you just need it. I would say to bring snacks, preferably more fruits and vegetables, something like a quick bite to eat. Bring your lunch, of course, so you don't have to be spending your money. Try not to indulge in the snacks and like the goodies that some people may bring in to the break room. I am at fault when it comes to that. I literally gained all my weight back, y'all. I gained all my weight back being on night shift. And I can't entirely like blame it on nights, but it's a huge factor. Before I switched to nights, and if you looked at my previous videos, I was on like a weight loss journey, had lost 15 pounds, and I have gained that back plus some since the past year. Or in the last year. But that being said, I will try to figure out, if you are working nights, try to figure out some type of workout regimen or some type of routine. For me, it was hard, y'all. Like, it was so hard for me to figure out a work-life balance. Like, whenever I would have a day or two off after working nights or working a night shift, I would sleep the whole day. Like, I would try to get up, but it'll already be like 2, 3 p.m., maybe sometimes 4 p.m. And the day is like kind of over with. Like, yeah, you can get a few things done, but like, that's kind of it. Like, you literally sleep your whole day away. Now, granted, some people are able to like get up or they're able to work out as soon as they get off work. But me, bro, after working a 12-hour shift and then being in traffic for a whole hour after work, you finally make it home. I just want to eat, shower, and go to sleep. Like, and most times I wasn't even eating. Like, I would literally knock out and then be up again for like the next shift. Like, that's how draining and exhausted I was working on night shift. So that's that. Okay, so pros, I had a great team that I was working with on nights. There was no management, the shift differential, and it's just a lot more chill. Like, granted, you can have your days where it can be a little busy working in the NICU, but other than that, it's fairly chill. Again, the cons for me was traffic, could not figure out a work-life balance, was always exhausted, tired, just mental fog, couldn't remember what day it was. Even sometimes working on days, I don't know what day, but on nights, I really didn't know what day it was. I'm trying to think what else. So yes, that's basically a night shift for me in a nutshell. Comment down below if you are a night shift nurse and let the people know what you do to stay awake throughout the night. And if you have a good work-life balance, please let us know, because the struggle is real for some of us. And I am that person that was struggling. Day shift, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. For me, I will honestly say the only con is just getting up early. Getting up early for me, but it's like once I'm up and can kind of get the day going, but I definitely make sure to go to sleep at a decent time. And that decent time for me is more like 9, more like 10, 11 o'clock. That's like about 5 or 6 hours of sleep. I really try to get 8, truly. Like no matter what shift or no matter what I'm doing, I try to get at least 8 hours of sleep. But sometimes that's unrealistic. And I try to be at least in the bed by 10 p.m. That way I get up at 5, you know, brush my teeth, wash my face, throw on my scrubs, grab my lunch, and I'm out the door by 5:30. So actually, no, I take that back. I am not out the door by 5:30 because that's the traffic. There's no traffic. Duh. So the pro of day shift for me is there's no traffic. Literally, like it's traffic, but not like how it was on night shift to where I was literally in traffic for over an hour. Being on day shift, I can literally get to work now in 30, 35 minutes. 35 minutes is like a stretch, but 30 minutes, I can make it to work. So that is a pro. I feel like getting off work though can be a little tricky. More so when I'm like entering into Dallas is when people just don't have any sense. But yes, getting to work is not an issue. Getting off work isn't an issue up until I am like entering into Dallas, Texas. But other than that, there's really no cons for me because it's normal, like a normal working day, except you're doing a 12-hour shift. So yes, being on days was a game changer. All my nurse friends or like my coworkers on nights, they're like, oh, how are you liking day shift? Do you like day shift? And I'm like, I do actually. Like I am enjoying day shift. The duties are a little bit different, but it's pretty much the same. I feel like day shift and night shift has its own busy, quote unquote. Because I feel like on nights and days, parents are coming in to see their little ones in the NICU. Days, it's a little bit more movement with the doctors and management and things like that. But I feel like it's the same way on nights though, because they still have to do their rounds. Sometimes management doesn't leave until like 10 p.m., but that's more so the assistant manager. So honestly, it just depends on the day. It's different duties that you have to do. It's a different type of flow. But yeah, for those who are working nights, I will say to just take the time for you on your days off. Truly, like try to do something, whether that's like going on a walk or I don't know, hanging out with friends. Cause I feel like it was bad for me. Like I wasn't even trying to hang out with anyone. I just wanted to be to myself. And maybe that would be the same for you. Like just sit, watch Netflix. I don't even want to say do laundry because who wants to do laundry? And that's another thing too. Like on your off days, working nights, it's like we're still working, having to clean up the apartment, do laundry, run errands and things of that sort. Like it might be fun for some people, but on your off day, you just want to have an off day, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it for my video. It's the night shift realities, honestly. If I had to choose which one I want to do, your girl's gonna have to go with day shift. That's just kind of where I am. And lastly, that's about it. So I hope you guys are having a great week. Happy holidays, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.